everyone, and welcome back to the workshop for another unboxing video. And today we have Pennywise from It Chapter 2, made by Hot Toys, MMS 555. A little bit of buzz around this figure, considering it took a little over 2 years to come out since he was announced. So quite a long time, 27 months and like 14 days, I think. Some speculate it was done on purpose because Pennywise comes out every 27 years. This guy came out 27 months after he was announced, so maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But a lot of good buzz around this figure as well, of how he looks, how he is articulated, and a very, very impressive base. So without further ado, he does have a slip cover that is, the balloon is pictured on. There's the balloon there, and some blood splatter around it. Now, this is my first horror figure, so I'm pretty excited about that. On the front, if you tilt it box this way, you have his whole head here, which is really cool, really neat. Keep spinning around, warnings, and there's another picture of the three doors that made its way into the movie a couple times. Both movies, I should say. And back around. Just interesting artwork here. And It Chapter 2 on the cover. We open it up. We see Pennywise. And then come home and play on the inside. This is a nice feature. But from through the window there, you can see his two head sculpts. And his many accessories that he comes with. Lots of hands, a severed arm, that says Georgie there. The skateboard. And overall, it's really cool. So we're going to take him out of the box the rest of the way and show you how he looks. And here he is outside the box, all plastic removed. First impressions are, wow. He's definitely an eye catcher. Very good representation from the movie. I mean, just looking at him now, he definitely commands presence and attention that a lot of other figures really don't give off as much as this particular figure does. If you're a fan of the movies, then you know what I'm talking about. That he's just, holy crap, a really good figure, really well done, really well detailed. There's a few minor gripes about him, obviously. The collar, you can see his neck a little too much, but other than that, you really can't, unless he comes to you damaged. I don't see any real particular gripes as of yet. So far, so good. I am very, very impressed with this figure, and I can foresee right now he's going to get a pretty high score. The tailoring is phenomenal for that type of costume that he wears. And it's just very, very, very well done. I mean, the minuscule stitchings, the frill on the arms, the way this is some of the best tailoring I've seen on a figure in a long time. Even to the buttons on the boots and the jacket. It does tell you in the instructions to be careful and not to move that around too much. But yeah, I'm just sort of in awe, I guess. It's just a very well done figure. I'm super impressed. But before we pick him up and check out the details at a closer angle, we will check out the accessories. And here are the accessories. He comes with 4 sets of hands plus 3 offset hands. This one here is just an open hand that's slightly bent fingers. You could almost have it as a half wave if you wanted to. Almost like he's waving. And again, Hot Toys just kills it on gloves and hands. Their paintwork is almost unmatched, in my opinion. They just do excellent work on just these smaller objects, for sure. And then here is also the balloon hand. You just thread in the string for the balloon through there. Again, a little pet peeve of mine, it's the wrong hand according to the scene in It Chapter 1. But that's just a small nitpick. I'm not going to quibble too much. And there's a pointing hand, or pointing, which is also excellent. The curvature of the fingers, they're just awesome. And he's got two closed fists. And he has what people are calling the werewolf hands, which are really, really cool and very well detailed. I like these claw hands. They're good for when he's got his other head sculpt in. And then here's another, like, a clawing hand. Also a left and a right for these guys. But yeah, just really well done. Excellent, excellent work. Maybe I'm not. But obviously, here's the SS Georgie. That you see in the movies. A severed hand that you see in the first movie that he's gnawing on. I'm pretty sure it's the first movie. But yep, there's that one. Here is the Jack-in-the-Box top that just slides in. This will open, and you'll just put that in there. And that's that. The skateboard. Now, this is just a good indication that this will be the only It figure we'll probably get. So that's why they've added accessories from the first and second movie. And then the balloon, just a thin plastic. Very well done on a roped wire. They tell you not to bend this. So just keep that in mind if you have this figure. I mean, it'd be cool if we could get more of these, actually. And then you could stack them on top like they were in that scene. That'd be really cool. And then what everyone has been raving about, and with good reason, is the base. The base comes in two parts, the top and the bottom. The second head sculpt with the teeth. Really, really cool. And either head sculpt will be nestled right in there. Whichever head sculpt you're not using at the time can go right there. Right in there. And on the top, there's pegs that will go into the aligned spaces. And yeah, that's pretty wicked. Just that by itself is pretty cool. Very well done by Hot Toys. We have gotten similar bases like this. If you remember Captain America Civil War, or even the Mark 46, had the broken pieces of asphalt on it. If it were handy, I would show it to you. But more bases like that, more bases like this, could be in everyone's best interest. So awesome, awesome base. I like it very much. So with that down, we will look at the figure up close. And here he is in hand. Again, you get a closer look at the frill on the neck. It should be higher. It should be a little higher up. If you notice from the movie, it should be like there almost. If you were to put it up there. I haven't quite figured out a way to get it up there and stay up there without it looking stupid. So once I do, I'll let you all know. Or even if I can, I'm not sure. But the neck does get in the way a little bit. Maybe if they had made the neck just a little bit shorter, it'd probably look the way it does in the movie. But it's supposed to be up here, like further up here, and then come down. But that's the minor nitpick, I think, of this figure that can be overlooked, obviously. But there's plenty of head roll with this figure. You can move him about up and down, side to side. You can even twist it around, I think, if you wanted to, because it's not attached to the neck, so. But then arm articulation is here. There's a butterfly joint there, so you can get all the movement you need to out of that arm. Full awesome just range of motion. Then you got here all the ropes and tassels. Just the frills, just awesome attention to detail. It'd be nice if he was dirtied up a little bit more, but that's again another minor nitpick that can be overlooked. But same on the other side. 90s all the way around pretty much. You just got to remember to turn the arms the right way when you're doing this so that he does get the right motion you're looking for. And yeah, he was freaking awesome. I mean, there's not much in way of torso movement. You can spin him a little bit, but there's no up and down. It feels very stiff here. It feels very right in this area here. The frills, obviously, he can bend pretty good. You can bring that knee up really high and the leg back as far as there. There's no split cut boot, which is fine because it does have some ankle articulation. You could probably get what you need out of it. Again, the ratcheted knees, double bend all the way back, which is everything you need in a figure that can do that. But again, he's wearing cloth. And it should be very simple to pose this guy as you need to. So that's him up close. We'll get into some poses and we'll give him a score. And with the first pose, the obvious choice, holding the red balloon. I was having trouble having it stay. As you can see, it's probably resting on his head right now, or at least close to. Maybe I just don't have the arm at the right end. There we go. Yeah. That might work. And I needed the base to get him to stay standing. I don't like using these clamp bases because they do ruin fabric. But really cool figure. Really standard pose that most people, I'm sure, will be putting him in. And then that base is awesome. I got the base on there. I love that base. That's freaking awesome. And here's like a chasing pose, I guess you could call it. Just a pose I wanted to use with the clawed hands on and the scary teeth. You can see how they protrude out of the mouth. Oh, it's just really cool. Obviously, I have to use the stand because I can't stand them like this and have them balance. But yeah, really cool. I really like the normal head sculpt inside this base because then it does remind me of the movie, which is really awesome. Just another shot here so you know what I mean. And you can put the boat. Yeah, it's a really cool figure overall. I mean, I'm super impressed. And I just wanted to see what he'd look like with different lighting effects underneath him. And yeah, the red looks really good. Green, a good choice. You can go with blue. I mean, this is just the kind of figure you kind of want to light up. I like the orange. The orange is cool. The blue's not too bad. But the greens and the reds The red definitely makes them look cool, with the lighter orange, so that the red comes out a little bit more. Or even a gold, almost like a fire color. But yeah, that looks good. So if you do have colored lights in your display, I think yellow would be a good choice. This guy's going to be high, guys. It's just overall, he's a 9.6. I think that's one of the highest rated guys I've ever done. Yeah, definitely a 9.6. With the amount of articulation, his accessories, the minuscule problems that he has, that base makes up for everything. That base is just phenomenal. I love it. Wasn't a huge fan of the movies. I mean, I liked them. They were good movies. I grew up with the Tim Curry It, so this Pennywise is still pretty cool. Yeah, 9.6. This is probably the top figure of the year so far. This guy's going to be hard to beat. Articulation, design, everything was just very, very, very well done. Just the right amount of accessories. He's just super cool. Hopefully you get the chance to pick him up. If you're a horror fan, if you're an It fan or a Pennywise fan, hopefully you're able to pick him up. But that'll do it for me, guys. That'll do it for Pennywise here. Please hit that like button. It'll help out the channel. And always remember, be safe, be healthy, always be kind, and I'll catch you on the next one.